Today, we stand at a crossroads in our nation's history, a Jamaica where too many hardworking people are struggling to survive. A Jamaica where corruption continues to rob the poor of opportunity. A Jamaica where the cost of living rises, hope fades, and ordinary citizens are left wondering when things will finally change. While some grow richer and government buildings rise higher, many families are fighting every day just to put food on the table, pay their bills, and provide for their children. But we refuse to stay silent. We believe Jamaica belongs to the people. We believe every citizen deserves fairness, accountability, and a government that serves the nation before serving itself. This platform is not about politics alone. It is about truth. It is about justice. It is about standing with the people whose voices are too often ignored. We pledge to ask the difficult questions, expose the issues that matter, and shine a light on the stories affecting our communities. We may be one voice, but together we are a movement. Together we can build a stronger, fairer, and better Jamaica. This is our commitment. This is our mission. This is our pledge to the people.
Let us come together as proud Jamaicans.
This is DeeperJamaicaTV. Let's go deeper. Let's seek the truth. Let's stand for Jamaica.
And the road gets rough, and the days seem long. We lift our voices with a hopeful song. Through every struggle, through every pain, God's love and mercy still remain. Open our eyes, open our hearts, guide this nation back to yours. Oh, deeper, deeper, deeper we go. Deeper in the truth, let the whole world know. Deeper, deeper, let your light shine through. Jamaica, rise up, God is calling you. From the hills to the valleys, from the coast to the town, we stand together, we won't back down. Faith is our anchor, hope is our song. With God beside us, we'll stay strong. One nation, under God, here on Deeper Jamaica TV. We believe that truth matters, people matter, and Jamaica matters. No matter where you're watching from, never lose faith, never lose hope, and never stop believing that a better Jamaica is possible. Together, we will go deeper than the headlines, deeper than the politics, and deeper than the noise, searching for truth, accountability, and solutions. May God bless you, may God bless your family, and may God continue to bless Jamaica. This is Deeper Jamaica TV, going deeper in the truth.
Deep divers, let's dive deeper into the truth. Deeper Jamaica TV, uncovering the truth, empowering their people. Let's go deeper, Jamaica. Let's find the truth.
Pull back for Hendrick. Now Tanaka quickly on the scene to, well, win it and then lose it. Guimaraes. Pass through, what a ball, Martinelli! In their way around the bend. One from the outside, Germany going well. USA.
17.63 coming home.
Solar Black is next. Seaplane now asked to make some ground, possibly 6 lengths.
Good evening, Jamaica, and welcome to Deeper Jamaica TV. I am Ishmael Douglas, bringing you the major stories making today's headlines across Jamaica tonight, Sunday, August 23, 2026. And here are the major headlines making tonight's news. Fear in Rock River as a series of arson attacks leaves residents anxious and now wondering who could be next. Residents of Old Harbor Bay says that their community has been neglected and are now demanding better roads. A fourth fire in Devil's Ridge Course in Guys Hill, St. Catherine destroys vegetation and are now threatening homes and dwellings. Cooper's Pen protests as residents take to the streets calling for direct intervention from the Prime Minister. These and so much more when we return. Thank you so much for joining. This is Deeper Jamaica TV. We'll be right back.
Cecil's Auto Services Limited, 1 to 3 Fish Lane, Montego Bay, and 6 Lindsay Crescent, Don Robin Avenue, Kingston, introducing our new cleaning systems, HHO Carbon Cleaner. No need to disassemble engine parts. 20 minutes can clean your engine. Diesel particle filter, engine and transmission flush, Go Clean, our steam cleaning system. We also offer vehicle diagnostic scans for motorbikes, cars, buses, trucks, trailers, excavators, and much more. Cecil's Auto Services Limited, doing our part in assisting the global climate change.
Healing begins with nature and intention. At Tony Ann Organics, we believe true wellness starts from the earth and is crafted with care. Experience powerful, natural relief with Dr. Brown's arthritis remedy and Joint Miracle Pain Oil. Handcrafted with farm-grown oils to help ease joint pain, stiffness, inflammation, headaches, and sinus pressure. For your skin, our detoxifying soaps deeply cleanse. Our Healthy Vag Steam supports feminine wellness by helping restore balance, comfort, and freshness naturally. And for men, Men Youthful Restoration supports energy, circulation, endurance, and confidence. Tony Ann Organics, where natural wellness meets intention. Experience healing the natural way. Contact us and shop for your products today.
And thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. And a special welcome to those watching from your mobile phones, your tablets, and your monitors at home. A special welcome to those. watching from the diaspora. Now to the major news. Residents of Rock River in St. Mary are now on edge following a series of arson attacks that have shaken communities after a horrific 48 hours. Residents say the fear is growing with concerns that anyone could be next in the same community. The attacks have left questions about who may be responsible and what can be done. Let's listen in this insert.
There's anxiety in Rock River in St. Mary this evening following a series of arson attacks in the community over the past 48 hours. TVJ News understands that on Thursday night, 2 cars and a shop were set ablaze in the community. Now, we were told the owners could not save anything from the inferno as the fire quickly engulfed the motor vehicles and the shop. Then on Saturday around 4 a.m., arsonists set fire to a house in the same area. No one was injured in the attack. However, several people, including children, are now homeless. With the community on edge, residents declined to speak to our news team on camera. We also unsuccessfully tried to get an official statement from the police.
The Rock River residents are now demanding answers while they are on edge. And to another story concerning another community. Another community has now joined the call for better roads. This time, the residents of Old Harper Bay, they are voicing their concerns in relation to frustration as it relates to the condition and the growing issues relating to their roads, claiming that their community has been neglected by its political representative. Residents say that the situation is affecting daily lives and are now demanding answers and actions. Let's listen in this insert.
Residents in Old Harbour Bay in St. Catherine are appealing for the roads in the community to be fixed. They believe the area has been neglected by their political representatives. Kalisha Williams has their story.
This is one of few vehicles that can safely navigate the poor roads in Old Harbour Bay, St. Catherine. According to residents, the roads have been in a poor state for years.
All our money we put out for the road them in southwest St. Catherine. Nothing now going for Old Harbour Bay. Me have a little piece of ride there every minute. Me have to buy shocks. Me have to buy front end parts, everything for it, because look on the road where say if rain fall right now, you know, you can't put on a good shoes and come out of your yard, you know, because of pure water.
It seems like since the main has changed, we had found that maybe the old main seems to be break or getting feedback through from the other side. So this part has been taking some beating over the years, read the water.
Taxi operators say they have had it worse.
Yes, when it road good, fire to all of it take 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But you have to take longer now.
It come like every 3 months you have to buy bearings and this, you know. Ball joint, leak out, control arm every minute. Like all 4 times a year, 5 times we have to do it sometimes.
Residents believe the community has been neglected by the authorities, and they stressed that the Council for the Old Harbour South Division, Dr. Kurt Wall, and the Member of Parliament for South West St. Catherine, Everald Warmington, have been at odds over road repairs in the community for some time now. In 2025, Dr. Wall complained that his division was overlooked in the Spark program and he was deliberately excluded from the consultation meeting. At the time, Mr. Warmington rejected that claim. He stated that all stakeholders were invited to the consultation and recommendations were made about which roads should be fixed. When we contacted Dr. Wall today, he doubled down on his position that the Old Harbour South Division was sidelined. On the Spark website, 7 roads have been listed for repairs in the Southwest St. Catherine constituency, but Dr. Wall said none is from his division.
Councillor get through, councillor can't fix the word. Councillor have a family in, councillor if you are going and pack it every minute. So sooner or later, yes, a wife left councillor. Because council money are done in people them, and him have to take care of people them.
We unsuccessfully tried to get a response from Mr. Warmington. However, the National Works Agency told our news team that the roads in Old Harbour South fall under the remit of the municipal corporation. But Dr. Wall explained that outside of the Spark program, the money allocated to councillors is not enough to repair all the roads in the division. Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
The concerns about infrastructure continue, but in another part of St. Catherine, residents are now facing a more immediate threat, and that is the threat of fire. This time in Devil's Race Course, Guys Hill, where another bushfire has raised serious concerns. This is reportedly the fourth bushfire to affect the area, destroying vegetation and threatening nearby households. Residents are now increasingly concerned about the safety of their homes as the dry conditions continue to fuel the bushfires. Now let's listen more in this insert.
For the fourth time this week, residents of Devil's Race Course in Guys Hill in St. Catherine are watching helplessly as a fire threatens sections of their community. The latest bushfire broke out on Saturday, sending flames and smoke across the area and once again putting residents on alert.
Here we have a massive bushfire right here on the Devil's Race Course, and it happened from time to time from the other day, and we'd really like with lightning to stop it because we're destroying Jamaica when we do this. And if you look at the hillside, very soon the rocks are going to start come down, and when they come down, they're going to roll down and vehicle, and we can have people being dying down here. When a big stone roll down from the hilltop there and it lick your vehicle, you can frighten and die.
Residents are worried about the frequency of these fires. They fear one may eventually get out of control and destroy their homes and businesses.
We have to remember that we have animals as well too who cannot talk. We have to remember that, and we have to take care of our beautiful country. This needs to stop.
Since the start of the week,
since the start of this week, about 4 times them like this fire, and it needs to stop about 4 times. So we the citizens have to do much better than what we are doing. We have to be more responsible.
Firefighters are working to contain the blaze, and that resident was speaking to our St. Catherine correspondent.
Peace, thank you for the likes. As the communities across the country continue to demand action from their authorities, residents of Cooper's Pen have decided that they will not be silent for much longer. This is as the residents, along with others, gather, and they took to the streets yesterday morning, calling for the Prime Minister to intervene directly on the issues affecting their community. The residents say their concerns have reached a critical point and are demanding action from the government, i.e. the Prime Minister. They want him to come to the community for himself, hear their concerns firsthand, and provide a pathway toward resolving the situation. Let's dive deeper in this insert.
Residents of Cooper's Pen are calling for the Prime Minister to help them find a solution to their plight. The people made the call on Saturday during a peaceful protest staged on the streets of Trelawney. Details in this report.
The signs and their cries carried the same message: we need help. They took the appeal to the streets of Trelawney from early Saturday morning.
I was born and grew up Cooper's Pen. My father and my grandmother born and grew up Cooper's Pen. And we live ever since. And then come now and broke down play. We don't know where it's going on. Where we go? When they broke down, it structure them. And I say some more house we live in and not at all now. A good quality house we live in, and then I come to and see and find out, and and make them talk down, drop down placard on the roadside and send notice, all them things there.
At 64, when me figure, me fi start life again. Can't start life again. Me at 64-year-old, me can't start life again. Me should they relax now instead of me they start over again.
The residents' action this morning is really a desperate measure. a desperate action calling for help. It's over a week has elapsed, and the people are yet to know if they're coming or going. All they're getting is threats of demolition and threats to remove.
The residents of Cooper's Pen have not only been living in tents, but also in uncertainty for the last week and a half after 20 homes in the community were demolished in a pre-dawn operation by agents said to be operating on behalf of the private owner of the land. The people are again asking for some high-level state intervention.
The minister now come out, we neither. We not no representative. The MP now step out to win either.
See this man we out of say now. Peaceful demonstration and see what they send come. Bag of police come. See what? This is no politics business, man. You understand me? We need somebody to stand up for it. Big time.
All we are asking for from the government, first of all, help us to buy the land. If we cannot buy the land with our houses, we stay on the land with our houses, relocate us and give us a start. I cannot start over again. And I speak for myself and majority of the persons here. We cannot start over again from scratch. We are peacefully asking for help. People, we have nowhere to go. We are human. We choose Jamaica. Prime Minister, choose us.
Police officers kept a watch over the protest Saturday.
It's very sad indeed. Those are the major stories making tonight, August 23, 2026. Thank you so much for joining. This is Deeper Jamaica TV. Stay tuned for the commentary section. We will be right back.
KG Shipping and LPK Shipping from USA to the Caribbean. The most reliable to the Caribbean, we specialize in shipping and freight services from door to door, serving West Virginia, Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, and Delaware. KG Shipping and LPK Shipping is your gateway to the Caribbean. We offer our service locally and intrastate. Relax in comfort as we take your shipment from the port to your door. Visit our website at www.lpkshipping.com or contact us at 301-773-5402 or 1876-221-6765. Leave the hassle to us. We ship from a pin to and anchor. We are safe, reliable, we deliver. Call us now and ship with us today.
One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning. Authentic Jamaican seasoning, low sodium, no MSG, all natural herbs and spices, straight out a yard, all-purpose, chicken, fish, jerk. Available at Broad Meat Food Stores, North Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Margate and Pembroke Pines, Key Food Stores, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Bravo Supermarket, Miami, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Bay, FA&M and Price Choice, Miami, Thrifty Food Store, Palm Bay, Food Basket and DNL Supermarket, Palm Beach, Festival, Margate, and the Centerville Food Store, Nassau, Bahamas. Phone 561-946-9941. Email gfedllc@gmail.com. One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning.
So flavorful.
Good evening, and once more, good evening. I want to thank you guys for making Deeper Jamaica TV the place to watch, view, listen, and we will in fact learn together. The mission is, was, and will always be Operation Rescue Jamaica. And because the mission is Operation Rescue Jamaica, let me just start by being grateful to everyone that decided to come here tonight. I want to big up Andrea Reynolds, Juanita Barrett Robinson, Trish, how are you? Trish Newman, Juliet Goodman, Elga Fletcher, Daisy Magazine, Arlene Reed, Black Beauty, Leela, Judy Francis, Hyacinth, how no do, how no feeling? I thank you guys for joining. Kerry Bless, Novlet, big up on yourself. Mel Crooks, Yvonne, how no do? TikTok, on don't know, no large. Monica, me no see. 1 p.m. turn 3 a.m. Think on it easy. AG, big up yourself, man. Kevin, big up yourself. Me no see Carla Bantan yet. Carol Bantan, me mean. Me no see Donna Thompson yet. Me no see Benita yet. But me know them there here. Lenworth Steele, thank you. Tonian, how are you? How you do? How you feeling? Remember, guys, Tonian have the good things, them, the veggie oil, the pain oil, you know, and big up One Love season to the bone boss, because you don't know him have the organic season. Also, big up to one of our first sponsors, and that would be what's her name again? Jeez, I always forget her name. The baskets. She makes the baskets. I want you guys to support her, you know. Oh God. Let me tell you the name. This is awful. I should know the name off the top of my head, you know. But big up to all our sponsors. I saw the boutique, you're large, and thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for the baskets before. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate you. Deep divers, it's now 28 minutes after 7. I wanted to do many stories, but tonight we are going to have a frank discussion, or a Jenny discussion. Lowell Whitfield, thank you for the 10 gold coins. This is not a teaching session tonight. This is a discussion. Why pray? Big up yourself. Helen, what happened to Helen? Is Helen okay? What happened to Helen? Tell me. What kind of breaking news? Give me a call and break the news. Let me know what's going on. But yes, deep divers, we are going to have an open discussion tonight, and I want you guys to call, because there are a lot of misconceptions out there, and we are going to discuss them tonight. We are going to learn from each other tonight. We are going to understand what these things mean. We are going to share ideas. And oh, she's not feeling well. Let us pray for Helen to Rose. Let us pray for Helen to Rose. Let us also pray for Patrice in Canada, and for my friend that wish unique. Thank you. Unique occasions, gifts and more. I feel so bad because it's my friend, you know. I like her, see. Unique occasions, gifts and more, guys. I'm going to put up the numbers one of these days again, and I'm going to start. I'm going to buy one thing, and I'm going to give it away over here again. Unique occasions, gifts and more is her name. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys. Deep divers, it's now 7:30, and for the next hour, we are going to have a discussion that we have not had in a while. And I'm asking for people like Head Boy. Everybody can contribute. Everybody has to contribute, but the people that has the extensive knowledge, I'm asking you to help us tonight, because this is very serious. I saw a news article today, deep divers, and let me show you the news item in which I am making reference to, because I want you guys to understand that, you see what we're discussing when I say Operation Rescue Jamaica. Sometimes you have to think about why you are fighting. And to be frank with you too, TikTok, I want you guys to listen to me. When we say that there are some people that are wicked and evil. Yes, Tally, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Unique occasions, gifts, and more. I am going to make an ad for you and start to play it, because you deserve the recognition. You were one of the very first ads to sponsor Deeper Jamaica TV, and we appreciate that. One off. Big up yourself, Tonian. Big up yourself, Tonian. You're large. You are Yaso the boutique as well as One Love Season to the Bone. Large. But yes, deep divers. We're going to have a frank discussion and we're going to go deep into our thoughts and what we think. Mishy Dex, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Mishy Dex. Helen, you're here. Big up yourself, mama. Deep divers, make a talk now. This article came out today. And I read some of the comments. And I know that the comments, some of them were odd comments. Big up yourself, Marlene. But let me show you the article, deep divers, because we have to have an open discussion about this tonight. PNP bets on democratic socialism. Golding embraces Manley's 1970s philosophy, vows to build on former prime minister's legacy. More you hear it again, PNP bets on democratic socialism. Lefi deso. The next part says, Golding embraces Manley's 1970s philosophy. Lefi deso again. Deep divers, I'm going to play something. I'm going to show you something and we're going to have a discussion. I'm going to teach you what I know about democratic socialism and you are going to tell me what you know about democratic socialism. If you don't know nothing about it, this is where we are going to exchange and learn. Because me know things, you know things. Me think me know, you think you know. This is where we are going to debunk some of the misconceptions about democracy, socialism, and democratic socialism. So, you see, this is why it's important for us to share ideas. Right? I want you to listen to this perspective from this lady. And then we're going to come back. Then we're going to come back and we're going to discuss. Listen to what this lady said.
Jamaican dollar was worth more than the American dollar. But then we had, prime minister who came to power, elected, and he said Jamaica was now a democratic socialist country. Where have you heard that before? Exactly. And it doesn't work. He nationalized everything. The government owns, the factors of production now, seized private property. Landlords didn't own their properties anymore. It was a mess. And the companies that were there, the multinational corporations, they left Jamaica. Because if your profits are no longer your own, then what are you working for? You're working to make the company so you can employ more people, you can manufacture more goods, you can do this, you can do, and the government just seizes everything. That's not going to work. So they fled, and it left Jamaica without, foreign currency, without an economic plan, without anything. And it was a disaster that finally Jamaica, started coming up out of what, I think it was 1990 or something like that, from something that started in the 70s. And believe it or not, that prime minister, after he was removed from office, he was reelected again, maybe 10 or 12 years later. And he apologized to the Jamaican people for the wreck that he created. Socialism doesn't work.
Deep divers, I want you to listen to what she said. She says socialism doesn't work. No, tell me why socialism doesn't work. Which means that we should find out not why she said that, not why she said that in a deep divers, but what is socialism first? And this is where it is important that we separate ourselves from what we think versus what we know. So she is saying, and she's basing her arguments based on in relation to what happened in the 70s, and say Manley apologize and whatever the case is, right? That she say. Fine. But if we think about it critically, is that the truth, or is that just a curated version to suit her? What do I mean by that? Let us look at what socialism is first. Let me show it to you. Because I want thing, we not just teach over here. We show you the evidence of what it is. Let me show you what socialism is according to the dictionary, or as people say, Google. What we're going to do, deep divers, we're going to learn together tonight. And I want you guys to call me and tell me what you think about socialism. I want you to share your views. This is a conversation tonight, So I'm going to want people call me. See, somebody call me already here. We're not reaching away another show, but let us hear what they have to say. Thank you so much. Good night. How are you?
Hello?
Yeah, man. Turn down the thing in the background, please, and then let's have the conversation.
That lady that just talked a while ago about PNP, she's a liar. In the 70s, she's a liar. I'm a 75-year-old man, and I can tell you that woman is a liar.
She's a liar. Mm-hmm.
She is.
All right.
I get a house from Michael Manley.
You got a house from Michael Manley.
$40,000. $40,000 that I was worth that money.
Yes.
That woman can't tell me nothing.
Yes.
She's such a liar that God take her life.
All right. No, nobody goes so far.
All right.
All right. Big up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody goes so far. I could not preach the violence over here. She's entitled to say whatever it is that she wants to say. Thank you for calling. Big up yourself. Good night. How you do? Yeah, man.
Yeah, me there now. That lady will just talk. See, did you know that some of the European countries them still use socialism?
I know. We're gonna get into that too, man.
England, the social housing scheme coming from socialism,
Yeah.
And England have social housing scheme,
Mm.
So I don't know what you're talking about. And when
When I reach,
Michael Manley never apologized. Michael Manley only said, "Boy, if he didn't know where he know today,
yes,
he don't know what to do."
Yes,
so
man. That's what he said.
Michael Manley too.
That's what he said. That's what he said for sure.
Right. I don't know what them people get for them story from,
We not reach this yet, man. We're gonna have the discussion. All right, big up. Big up, guys. We're gonna have the discussion. We're going to share ideas, and then we're going to get into it. So may I get the next call here? Thank you for calling. Big up yourself. Good night.
Yes, Ishmael.
Yeah.
That lady is talking the opposite of socialism.
So what is socialism then? Tell us.
Listen, socialism, it's about especially Michael Manley's socialism. If you let me tell you what is happening right now. Right now, Michael Andrew Onis is embracing socialism.
the Jamaica Labour Party preaches socialism in order to catch the voters for the last election.
Yeah.
Because socialism works, my boss. Socialism touch the base of the lower income people. Those are the people who are targeted so that they have something out of their own country. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that lady is talking something else. She's on a different page.
Where says she's on a different page.
Different page, man. She don't understand what is socialism. You know, the Democratic Party in the United States embrace socialism. It works, my boss. You look out for the lower class people. That's what socialism really.
Maybe that is the issue, you know.
The middle to lower income people. It targets.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So that lady doesn't understand what she's talking.
All right. All right. Big up yourself, Maji. Thank you so much for calling. And thank you for watching, because me know where you're there now. Late. And you're up watching. Really appreciate that.
At the tune of the man, you know, man.
Really appreciate you staying up and watching, brother. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Carla. From England.
No,
big up yourself, man.
Yeah, straight up.
All right, Maji. All right. So, deep divers, we're going to look at two ideologies that is used in today's systems. We're going to look at the two of them. The first one we're going to look at is socialism, and the next one is capitalism. We're going to look at both of them, deep divers. Why we're going to look at them? Because in order for you to understand the conversation today and what they're talking about, you need to understand the tenets, the tenets of the two political parties we have today. Yeah, you would hear a term we say, who is far right and who is far left, right? If you're far right, it means say you're going closer to socialism or communism, as them call it. Communism and capitalism. Sorry, communism. But let us not use communism. Let us use socialism and capitalism. So capitalism would have over the left, socialism would have over the right. More you listen to me now, you know. All right. So we're going to look on both of them, right? We're going to look on both of them. Please like up the live, deep divers, and thank you so much for the big up yourself, Sandy, for the 10 joules. Really appreciate it. For the 10 joules floating hearts. Big up yourself. Is the other way around? Dave Wedderburn says the other way around. So socialism is on the left, and capitalism is on the right. Thank you. Sometimes we get them mixed up, coming on right from left. Anyhow, so let us look at socialism first. That's why I'm telling you, so we need to have the conversation, because I know everything we know. But me I go talk with me know. Socialism, deep divers. Let me move this. Socialism. Let me see if you can see it the same way if I put it on this. Right, you can see it the same way. Is a political and economic system where the community or the government owns main ways of making things. Like them own factory, them own land, them own the tool, them own this a place, them own hospital, them own, all of those things. The community or the government own it. Like when you buy a house in a strata corporation and you live in a one place where we live a house there, like one townhouse complex, but the townhouse complex have a pool. That is really what socialism is. So you one can't claim the pool. You can use the pool whenever you want, but you can't claim it and say, me no want Ishmael in the pool because it's my pool. You can't do that. Basically, that's what socialism is, where everyone gets a chance to benefit once you are allowed to. The main goal is shared wealth, fairly to keep everyone in society rather than letting a few people make big private profits. Let me read it again, deep divers, because this is a very important and serious topic tonight. And I want you guys to understand what we're fighting for and why we're fighting for this. Socialism is a political and economic system where the community or the government owns main ways of making things like factories, lands, and whatever. Right? Why you listen to me now? As socialism. Okay. So if that is socialism, in essence, basically, but we not reach Germany yet, man. But if socialism is that, then what is capitalism? And why we keep hearing the term so often? Deep divers. Capitalism is an economic system where private individuals and private companies owns the tools, owns the resources, and use it to make good on prices and production, depending on, here is the next thing, free market competition and the desires to make a profit rather than government control. Why you hear it again, you know? Capitalism is an economic system where private people like me, when I have nothing to do with government, own one big factory and the profit is mine. And everything we have to do with the profit is mine. And then me pay me tax them and me little tax them go yaso to assist the government. That is capitalism. Like when you own your thing and no boy can't tell you what to do with your thing, because your thing that is capitalism. Many people can argue on both merits. Them can say socialism no work, them can say capitalism no work. No. Make a look at something else. Because when you have to do deep divers, you have to break down these things to understand it. All right. What is the next thing? The next thing deep divers you have to look at now is democracy. And democracy is what we practice in our political system. Let me show you what democracy means. And these things are important because what is Jesus Christ? What is Jesus? Hey, move! Well, I never take a break. Come and stay with the road, China. What is? Yo, lift up the man. Yo, hey, the road chair go on fly for me, you know. Yo, Bill no youth. Sorry. Sorry, me not like flying road, guys. Sorry. Me not like flying road. You don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, no, me not like flying road. Me not like flying road, guys. Sorry. Sorry for that. Make we continue.
Oh no, baby, no girl, why you want to do me that? No, baby, no girl, why you want to do me that? You want to get a cat girl to kill my pet rat. You want to get a cat girl to kill my pet rat.
Deep divers, I'm sorry about that. Me don't know what kind of roach business that will come disrupt my thing. Yo, sorry. I move like one girl a while ago, Jano. I don't like that for myself. But I don't like, kite will fly deep divers, I don't like it, man. I don't like flying. Hey, when you watch flying, man, I will mad, you know. I will mad for true. Anyhow, make we continue. We go continue deep divers. But I like when it fly for true, man. Make me feel like Jano, like me helpless. When it easy now. All right, me go back pan track now. Yeah, Patrick Russell. Yeah, man, me not afraid of roach. No, man. Listen, no, man. I'm not Patrick. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not mixing up the two. Terence Graham. I'm not mixing up the two. Follow me. And if you feel like I'm mixing it up, just give me a call. I'll soon put up the number. Just give me a call, all right? Democracy now. Democracy now is a system of government where power belongs to the people. Citizens exercise their power either directly or by voting for the leaders who make the laws and run the country. The word democracy comes from the ancient word people or rule. You hear that? Okay. So what the next thing we need to look at now, deep divers? We need to look at exactly what democratic socialism is. Now we could look at what democratic socialism is. Thank you for calling. Good night. Hello?
Yes, hi, Ishmael.
Hi, how are you doing?
You are doing a good cast, but the thing is, it is not social. You have to focus on democratic socialism.
That's what I'm going to
and
do
capitalism.
now. That's what I'm going to do
Right,
now.
so
Yeah,
you
man.
have to do both of them. Yeah, because socialism is different altogether from democratic socialism.
But
so you
then,
can confuse people.
All right. So what I'm doing, I want people to understand that socialism is for the people, and the word democracy and the word socialism derives from the same ilk, because socialism is about people. I want to understand where I'm going.
There are three ideologies. Okay, there are three ideologies.
I know.
Communism, socialism, and democratic socialism.
Right. Democratic socialism is exactly.
Democratic socialist party. So
right.
You have to focus on So that way you can help people to.
No, man, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
All right.
Call back, because you look like you bright. You're bright than me, so call back. Call back, cool. Me serious, call back.
Yeah, man. No, man, I certainly will. All right.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, man. Deep divers. So the next thing now, what we have to look at is democratic socialism. Hear about democratic socialism now. This is what Mark Golding spoke about. Hold on, I'm going to download it a while ago, so wait there. See it here. The next thing is democratic socialism that the Gleaner carried. And it's important because that's what the conversation is about today. Democratic socialism, deep divers, is a political and economic philosophy that combines a democratically run government with a socially and cooperatively owned economy. It seeks to replace capitalism by extending democracy from the ballot into the workplace and major economic sectors, where fully preserving civil liberties and free elections. I don't think you understand what that really means, I don't think that you understand what that really means. Democratic socialism is a political and economic philosophy. Means it's a system, it's an idea that things can run everywhere the same way. So if it can run in a government that way, it means that it can also be run in the the economy, like the private sector and whatever, the same way. But watch me now. Watch me now, deep divers. So if you have a community and the community deep divers well, I concur. If you have a community deep divers and the community have a football field, you can designate somebody to take care of the football field from the community. You vote for that person and you say, that the man they know about football, him know about grass, him know about grass length, him know if he whitewash the field, him know if he mark the field, him know if he take care of the tent, him know when to water it and when not to water it. That the man they we choose. 10 people living in the community, and if out of the 10, 6 vote for him, then him are the man to take care of the field. Socialism. Democratic socialism now comes in when money start make from the field. When money start make from the field, all 10 are going to come together and talk about what to do with the money and vote on it. Who forget this, how much the man forget pay, whatever the case is, and you vote on it. A perfect example of this, in some ways, deep divers, is the stock exchange. Let me tell you why I use the stock exchange as the perfect example. When you list when a company is listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, they have a board, but every single year they must have something called an AGM. What is an AGM? An annual general meeting. So when you buy into the company, deep divers, them send you one thing and them tell you when. Them tell you, say, all right, tomorrow Monday is the meeting. You are hereby invited. And if you go, you can vote and you can hear your grouse and then vote. That is how it goes. Democratic socialism now, deep divers, is deriving from the same idea. Why? There are two polar opposites. Socialism, capitalism. Democratic socialism brings the two together. Capitalism now is what some people practice. That's why you have rich people. You have exceptionally rich people. And if you're going to have exceptionally rich people, it means, because it's an equal world, you're going to have exceptionally poor people. People are going to just poor. Right? And them are going to work, and then them are going to say, boy, you know what I know, say, me need a raise. And the rich man are going to say, if me give you a raise, me have to give everybody a raise. All right. Me a pay you $10. I don't know what, $30 per person. Me can't afford $30. So me going to give each one of you $10.30. And say that is a massive raise. But then when you go back to him now and say, but at 30 cents you give me, but everybody got a raise. You get me, I say? Because he doesn't want to pay the $30. And the truth is him now want losing profits. So he's looking out for himself. The issue now, deep divers, is that one man is mega rich and 100 people is living just above the poverty line or below the poverty line. It cannot work like that. So democratic socialism is something that is very, very important. And I want you guys to understand that. What we're going to do now is we are going to listen to what Abka Fitzhenley said, and then we're going to have a frank discussion about the difference, not just between democratic socialism, but the difference between the Jamaica Labour Party and the difference between the People's National Party. Because this conversation is important, because this is what will either rescue Jamaica or wreck Jamaica. Let's listen to what Abka Fitzhenley said, and let us have the discussion now.
Those of us who are familiar with our history should highlight for the current generation that during the 1970s, the PNP's embrace of this democratic socialist experiment, which Mark Golding and the PNP have now again embraced, led to severe economic decline, massive capital flight, severe food shortage, a major plunge in the Jamaican dollar, and a massive increase in the cost of living by hundreds of percentage points. It was also an era where real income plummeted by double digits. We should not forget that during the 1970s, under this regime of democratic socialism, unemployment increased by 27%, while the lack of foreign exchange and material shuttered factories. The policies caused severe energy blackouts and caused empty supermarket shelves, leading to public rationing of food and spiraling tension on the streets of Jamaica over the same food shortage. Golding and the PNP should be told in no uncertain manner that Jamaica will not go back to a political philosophy which demolished the lives of thousands of Jamaicans and spawned the crisis, elements of which I just alluded to. It should also be highlighted that the socio-economic philosophy of the PNP administration of the 1970s, which the current PNP of Mark Golding has now embraced, caused massive brain drain and a sustained spike in violent crime. That Mark Golding, a political leader in 2026, would seek to publicly espouse a philosophy that caused so many Jamaicans pain and created lasting damage to their lives and our economy tells us all we need to know. It tells us that Golding and the PNP cannot be trusted to manage Jamaica's economy, an economy which this administration of Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has been able to maintain some level of stability and critically avoid cataclysmic socio-economic crisis despite the occurrence of major external shocks, including those caused by COVID-19, wars in Europe and the Middle East, and hurricanes Beryl and Melissa. What Jamaica needs now is not democratic socialism. We need continued economic stability and the environment which is conducive to resurgence, which have been carefully cultivated by the Holness administration, which has uppermost among its policies a focus on making better the lives of the Jamaican people across all sectors. It bears noting as well that our policies show particular sensitivity to not creating pain for the masses, but cultivating a set of circumstances where the poor and dispossessed are able to prosper and are given the opportunity to bolster their standard of living in a significant way.
Marshy, I call. Marshy! Big up yourself. What go on?
Me there, man. Me there. Me there.
Yeah, I say.
You see that jackass where them call Ab Captain?
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him one away.
And do what?
Tell him the damn heart where my chat. And he must stop chat from him heart and talk out his mouth. Because he don't know nothing. He's just chatting and chatting and chatting. Ab Captain, you graduate with a BA. That BA means blasted ass. Even when enough of your people admitting what they have done to Michael Manley.
Yes.
In the late 70s.
Yes.
How they sabotaged Michael Manley. Jackass Fittonley, you don't know. Jackass Fittonley, you don't know that the CIA was here. Right? They lack of food. With the capitalists them down here. Them lack of food. The night after the election, food was all about over the place the next day. Jackass Fittonley, you don't know that. Jackass Fittonley, even the CIA come and admit that them and the JLP burned down Evening Tide House. You never know that Jackass Fittonley, and you coming to talk about government stabilizing economy. Which economy? Ab Captain, after the JLP take over, when they leave, you see? When they leave, we have a debt to GDP of over 62%, right? Yeah, here, Jackass Fittonley, you know that when Siaga leave power, we couldn't pay one police or a soldier without a loan.
Wow.
Did you know that Jackass have we could not pay one police, one civil servant without a loan? Jackass Fittonley, You don't know. It's best that you stop chatting up. Because you know nothing. I think you must do that at school back then. Jacka, you know what is democratic socialism, Jacka Stanley?
Tell him.
Eh? You know nothing, Jacka Stanley. Democratic socialism is to carry a socialism policy, right? But it's done in a democratic way, not autocratic or absolute. Put it that way.
Yes.
None of the above, right?
Yes.
In a democratic socialism, the land where your government and somebody in your government have capital is trying to thief right now, right?
Yes.
In democratic socialism, it would not have happened. The government would purchase that land.
Yes.
And know how to do it, and the people could be able to purchase.
Yes,
the land.
because
Right?
yes. Me I go get into it, man. Me I go get into
not
it.
that they are taking it and giving up. When in democratic socialism,
Yes.
where one man, where one colonel charge want to take away how much 300 acre of land.
Don't a St. Thomas there.
Yeah, when one take it away, right? They do what? Same one. You know, think it better. The small farmers, they can come together and they can purchase portion of land here and there. They can do their farming and do their thing. Further, one man take what thief for the sugar land.
Yes.
Thief it way.
Yes.
Oh, he can get land to $1 a acre, and the little poor man can get it for $10,000 a acre. Eh? Those are the policies that Michael Manley was fighting against Ab Capitanly. Ab Capitanly, you are a blasted ass. Shut up and go away. You're full of shit like crab.
Big up Marshy. Big up Marshy. Big up Marshy. Deep divers, I have to carry this argument because in the 1970s, there was a famous quote. I'm gonna want somebody call me and tell me the famous quote by Edward Siaga. You don't have to call me, because I know it. Free enterprise and watch Jamaica grow. Free enterprise and watch Jamaica grow. What is free enterprise? It's free market. I mean, anybody can do what they want to do. Free market. Free enterprise, Christopher. Free enterprise, OG. And watch Jamaica grow. What happened to that? From that, deep divers, came the 90s because Edward Siaga lost the election in 1989. And in the 1990s, I can tell you, I remember, even though I was a child, I read about it. The free market means that anything goes. It means that the private business as well as the consumer sets the prices. I'm getting another call. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Well, Ishmael.
Mm-hmm.
Ishmael, in my case, this is the person, the father and the mother. The father, PNP, the mother, JLP. And I mean, in that them time, you feel like how them give food to the poor opening, money, food, your house. I know what father you get next year out. So where this adult.
Are you talking to me on speaker?
Hold on.
I can barely hear you.
So may I tell you sense? The social issue thing where Mark said about bill plan. Nothing wrong with it because it was a good system.
Yes.
Because my father became a student.
Okay.
Michael Manley, when he used to give it the free, or they call it free house. Like food for the poor. Not even food for the poor, the housing, the social
Ministry of Housing.
Right. So my father did get one. And
Yeah.
it will live in us until we are big people.
Yes. Yes, deep divers.
So make fix the chat when you want chat.
All right, nobody diss him. Nobody diss him. Love him. Chrissy D, thank you for joining. Right. Nobody diss him. All right, man.
Listen later.
Yeah, man. Big up. Deep divers. Land is a very, very, very important asset to have. Jesus, may I get called like hell. No, just make my point. Let me just make my point. And then we can take some more calls. Take this last call first. Yes, big boss, big up.
Ishmael.
Yeah.
Whether the JLP senator attack about socialism, you see? What they are embracing, the failures that they are embracing, you see, came along when when Edward Seaga, in conjunction with the United States of America, right, interfere with our economic development. Because when Seaga tell America that we want to embrace, when that Michael Manley want to embrace socialism, the United States of America does everything so that Michael Manley fail. So socialism did not fail, my boss. It was a
I know.
and Edward Seaga that causes socialism to look like it doesn't work. That is what Fitz Henley is talking about. But he's not talking about the positive part of socialism.
Yeah.
You understand?
All right. Remember, take that next call, big boss. Let me take that next call. Respect.
All right.
Yeah, man. Big up, my boss. Thank you for calling. Good night. Hello? Hello? Hey, yeah, man. Go ahead. Thank you for calling.
Ishmael. I just heard you stated something that Mr. I want him to call him I don't deserve Mr. Fish Henley said about PNP and democratic socialism. Let me remind him that I don't know if he was alive or he was in a cave in the 80s that he's talking about. But I personally lined up to get a bread when the demon of his party.
You personally? You personally?
I personally had to line up to get a loaf of bread.
Where you have to line up?
In Mandeville, Manchester.
Oh, wow. Who was the prime minister then?
The same one where the one where they want put in a National Heroes Park for adore the wickedest
what
prime
you say?
Second wickedest prime minister where ever grace the face of Jamaica. The wickedest one, the wickedest one, and this one to beat him, hey?
Continue.
What did he say?
Go ahead,
so,
continue.
When he's gonna talk about democratic, so I want to ask the JLP, all of them over there, who was the greatest saboteur in Jamaica? Who caused the merchants to hide food from us? When you're talking about, when you're talking about people, you're not even a gentleman because you are a boy for Andrew Holness, clean his boot and encourage slackness and corruption. That's why you're coming out to fight for him. But listen to me, when Eddie Siaga paid the merchants them to hide the food, and we had to be crawling on her. We had to be begging them to sell us a loaf of bread, or when you want a pound of or 2 pounds of sugar, you had to be buying other things like a pack of sanitary napkins. Whether you're old or young, you had to be buying a pack of sanitary napkins to get a pound of sugar, 2 pounds of sugar, and anything else that you want. So married with this, that married with that. Who was paying the merchants to hide the food? If you don't know your history, Fish Henley, shut your mouth and go sit down and learn history. Because you don't know nothing. You to come in and tell people about how my food did short and how country was what. Edward Seaga was the one who was the saboteur. The JLP was the saboteur. You know, sabotage Jamaica to gain fame. You know, fascist, nasty wretches. You know, go to hell.
All right, Mama. Thank you.
Come in to come spread propaganda and like shut your heavy, dirty tongue and don't talk what you don't know. If you weren't alive or your mother never tell you the truth, go read. Go back into history and read. There is a tape where where somebody not confession, but there's a tape that I heard played recently about how he connected with certain people overseas to bring down Michael Manley. How many times we not try to kill him? You coming to talk foolishness about Michael Manley and food shortage and something.
Right.
Who was paying the merchants to hide the food?
All
Just
right, Mama.
ask him that.
Thank
Who
you
was
so
paying
much.
the merchants to hide the food?
Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. Take
Oh.
care.
We not get free education and coming to go and like say, all I want to get free education, go university free. And
All
now
right.
we start put on people have to pay money to send their kids to school. And teachers raising money in for continue education. I want to sit down and name big food and caviar. And kids we have to be struggling to send our kids to school.
All right,
Shut your
Mama.
mouth, you can know history and stop lie.
All right, Mama. Thank you.
know,
Thank you, Mama. Me
Bye-bye.
no say you're upset. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Is this Ishmael?
This is
Is this
Ishmael. How you
Ishmael?
do? Talk to me, man, big boss. How you do? Talk to me.
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Listen, I born 1962,
Yes.
right? And there's a big difference,
Yes.
right, between socialism and what going on now,
Okay.
right? Back then, in a socialism, when I born, remember I born just 2 days after independence, right? And I was poor, right? And my family real poor because what? They couldn't afford nothing. You understand? And the government practiced
Yes.
socialism,
Right.
in which where they would send me to school, free school,
Oh.
free primary school,
Right.
free high school.
Yes.
You don't have to pay for nothing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
At that time we have CAS, right?
CAS.
College of Art, Science and
Cause
Technology.
you take
Then
your
we go
talk.
to-
You take.
Right. They call it UTech now.
No,
You
you take
understand?
it name, boy. You take no. Joke. Continue.
Whatever it name UTech, but they
Continue.
use the name.
Yeah.
Scott a cast me go.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And me go free.
You
And
went
then
to
take
wow.
we as poor kids them, right? And put we in the company them, the government company them, like Jamaica Telephone Company, right? And you used to have the backside company. So as a youth growing up, them educate we and make we become somebody.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, yes,
And money
yes.
wasn't the problem. Because the government look after we.
Right.
You understand? So what I practice now is the capitalism.
Oh.
Where if you not no money, you
Yes.
can't go to college. You can't do nothing.
Right.
Appear robbing and thief in a
Yes.
one right now.
No, yes.
The government, you understand? So
Yes.
there's a big difference between the two of them. Back in the 70s was much better than what I go on now.
Yes.
You understand? Me, I tell you that.
All right.
You
Thank,
understand?
yeah, man. Thank you so
Don't go
much.
that me have to tell you.
All right. Respect, big brother. Respect. Respect for that.
Respect, yeah, man.
Deep divers, I'm happy you're calling. Let me tell you why. Because it doesn't just show that the idea works. It shows that it was in fact working. However, deep divers, there is something that happened in the 90s because of this free market that we had. Yes, when you have a free market in a country that collects everything, it's a horrible thing. Because we were not practicing what the ideologies were at the time. When we heard free enterprise and watch Jamaica grow, the intention was big corporations would come in, set up shop, and then them get bigger and then trickle down economics. I'm sure you've heard the opposition leader Mark Golding speak about trickle down economics. What is trickle down economics? It is when me get too much food, me get whole heap of money, and then little bit me just pay you. So, because since me I earn, you can earn a little bit off of me. And then the next man I earn a little bit off of me. How does that work? Greed will always creep in that way. Democratic socialism looks out for other people. However, though, I'm going to say this, and many people will not agree with me. Capitalism breeds selfishness. Capitalism breeds the type of system and the type of companies we have now, where the companies focus on exclusivity because some people can't get in yaso and some people can't do this because why? Because it is for a faithful class. Let me give you a perfect example. You drink one bag juice, the bag juice not having no nutrients. But if you go into a whole food store, you buy a same thing in a one bag, but it has proper nutrients in it. But you buy that for $1,000. However, the bag juice is for $100. That is the difference. Because capitalism will focus on a particular niche with the people that will have money. However, though, whenever you have a company that, you know, their main aim is the profits, them look for your product, them perfect the product, but at the profit margin, them are chase. That profit margin, deep divers, will be the only thing that they want to. The only thing that they care about is the profits. They want to make sure so them profits always a turnover. Money, 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 which means that their particular, how do you say, product is not necessarily their most important to them. Let me give you a perfect example of that. You see when Supplygen just bust, and me a pitney and me a drink Supplygen, what tick so? Supplygen tick. It boosts you up for true. Supplygen boost you up. Years ago, when you used to buy something, you can taste and you can feel the texture and you can enjoy the product. But now everything watered down. Why? People are chasing their profit margins because of capitalism. And I dare say, deep divers, we are living in Jamaica in a capitalist society. And it means that the name brand we may have, the name brand we may wear. Oh, somebody that called. G's and P's and show me that talk. Can you call back, please? Call back. It means that the name brand me have must be better than yours. They hear some people depend. A Chinese man thing you wear. These are what breeds social capitalism and selfish people. Because me must have, but you not have. I'm getting a call. Thank you so much for calling. Good night.
Good night, Ismail.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations for having one platform and thing.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Thank you for that.
But I want to kind of put some things in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a younger person, and I always in PNP. And there's one thing that was always kind of weird, is that I never fully understood what the ideology of the PNP was.
Okay.
But I can read and I can research.
Yes.
So being where I am now, I kind of put one and two together and kind of have a few points. So I love and respect what Michael Manley did. The democratic socialism work for him? Socially, I would say absolutely. He gave us free education, minimum wage,
yes,
equal rights for women.
Mm-hmm.
But according to my research, economically in the 1970s,
mm-hmm.
pushed to take over the private sectors it caused massive capital flight.
That would happen, you know.
That
That would happen, you know, Carla, because people have them things. Nobody no want a man take them thing and give everybody. You get me? I say so that would happen. A backlash would have happened. Remember now, we know.
Yeah.
Remember now, we know. Just like with the Cooper Spend issue, a man say him own the land, and the next man really own the land, and then I push out the people and we don't know say na him own the land because him want it. It's centered in selfishness and personal gain. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, man. Let me just continue quickly so we can...
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
So, in my view, even though Michael Manley recognized this, he only returned to power in 1989.
Mm-hmm.
The pivot that he made was not to say he's going to give democratic socialism, but in my personal opinion, he evolved from an idealist and kind of moved to not fighting the market, but partnering with it, right? In a way that it doesn't cause democratic socialism to suffer. Because for pure capitalism in its pure form, it leaves the poor behind. But with democratic socialism, one might say that it kind of wants fewer investors. And I don't think, based on what I saw, I don't think that Michael Manley got a fair try at democratic socialism. Because part of the callers come in and then said about the CIA and all of that.
Right.
And I heard stories from my father.
Yes.
When he used to go buy a bull in there to buy pod. And my father is a minister of religion, so he wouldn't tell me a lie like that.
Okay.
Right? So if I think that when the government manages things like shelter, education effectively,
right,
we can create like a healthy, educated workforce. And that workforce is exactly what private business need to expand. I think it's a partnership, not a warfare. And I think if we can get this thing, the ideology of the PNP to a point where we can say what democratic socialism is, speaking with one voice, I think we can encourage persons who are sitting on the fence.
Okay.
And kind of help people understand and not have them be at a place that I was before. So,
I appreciate that.
I will allow you to respond to that so I can hear all
right. I appreciate that. The perfect way to respond to, because so the goal of Deeper Jamaica TV is not to sway anybody in a particular direction. Let me just say that first. But to tell you the truth and what the truth is. The truth is capitalism in its most simplest way is for private gain, for personal gain. Democratic socialism in its simplest term is for community, the community to gain. And the community will mean, big up Androma, big up yourself. And the community means that no one man is ever left behind like a soldier, which means that you'll have less homelessness, less unemployment, right? You'll have less unskilled laborers. You'll have more of an educated workforce, a productive workforce, because everybody can have a car, everybody can have this. Remember, if you subscribe to the tenets of Christianity, it says that you are going to walk on streets of gold. It no means say Ishmael go walk on streets of gold and then you have to walk on the sidewalk where no gold, I must say platinum or diamond or gold plate. Why me for walk on the gold street and you walk on the next street? Like up the live, guys, please. Like up the live. Like up the live. This is why these things are important. So as much as it was an idea, the truth is, Jamaica, most of our systems that we have now and we live in now, thank you so much, TikTok, it's from an idea. And the idea, deep divers, is what birthed what we have now. The computer that I'm using now was an idea. The mic was an idea. The headphone was an idea. Ideas are not bad. Nobody is saying that the Jamaica Labour Party and how they look at things are all bad, but we're saying that it doesn't work for everybody. You know, work for everybody. Democratic socialism will work for everyone. And if you are a Jamaica Labour Party supporter and you believe in trickle-down economics or whatever the idea, the ideology is in the Jamaica Labour Party, if it works for the common man, then tell we make we embrace it. But it doesn't. It doesn't. You have to deal with track record. Let me show you one. Let me show you one. Let me make it bigger so you can see it, deep diver. See there? Free education. What free education mean? Free education mean everybody can go school for free. Let me look one. Let me bring it up right there for myself. Free education. 1973, you had Jamal. Right, deep divers. These are a lot of people can look at it to say that it was a PNP administration that did this. However, the ideology of a democratic socialist society birthed these things, because the truth is, if everybody can benefit from that, then that is the reason why you have so much doctors where they are foreign from Jamaica, lawyers where they are foreign from Jamaica, Indian chief and priest and whatever you want to call them. That is why a simple person from Jamaica can go over there, make the money and come buy a house out here and buy a car and buy a next house and buy a next car. That is why, because of the tenets of democratic socialism and what they stood for. In the 70s, there was a time, deep divers, remember, you know, remember, deep divers, we just became independent. And in the 70s was 10 years after independence. It's 10 years after. We still have the remnants of slavery and the taste of slavery in our mouth. Our grandparents had that. So for people to talk about capitalism, how can capitalism in the 70s really would have worked when most of the rich and privileged were not of our skin color? Could we really have benefited how Jamaica would Jamaica be the way it is now, if not for democratic socialism influenced by Norman Manley and Michael Manley, his son? Not Norman Manley, sorry, Michael Manley. Think about it, deep divers. If we're talking about capitalism, the truth is, I wish one liberator would have called me, you know. We could have this discussion, you know. I wish one liberator would have called me. Let us look on it. Let us look at it from a logical perspective. Let me read the things here. Jamal, Unemployment, Termination and Redundancy Payment Act. That was in 1974. It means that did not exist before. It means that if you work, you guy a yard with something because you used to work. That's what it means. Look again. Bauxite Production Levy. Family Court. Equal pay. You know how big equal pay was, the divers? Equal pay was that the woman them earn the same as the man them. That is a tenet of democratic socialism. Because if man did earn more and women were not earning as much, it would be a mess. The Bastardy Act, those things are morally reprehensible. Or if you have a woman at work, you have a woman at work, and because the same work what she do, the man a do. And the man a earn more than her because he's a man. Maternity pay. Most recently, paternity pay too. Come man help out in a thing there. Big up, Barbs, big up. Paternity pay is also a very, very good thing. That is a tenet of democratic socialism because it takes into consideration everybody's concerns. Remember, say man a father too, you know. Yes, you have absentee fathers, but man a fathers too. Free health care, where everybody pay a minimum amount and you got the hospital. It's mandatory for you to pay a minimum amount and you got the hospital. Because it's free. It means that when you see somebody drop down a road and you take them up and carry them to the doctor, it means that deep divers, that the somebody they can get health care to. Because somebody pitney, you cannot allow them to suffer because they don't have no money. Think about it, deep divers. These things are very, very important. Some know when a guy and a girl come talk about democratic socialism in the 70s didn't work. When you have 3 million people in the country today and 700,000 of them now work. 700,000 people now work now. And then you got put out one job posting. But the people have no skill. They didn't get a proper education. Why is that? Because one political party believes in education and the other one appears to don't. If it is that you believe in education, why would you close on a school? Why would you? Education is one of the only ways we know out of success. To success, rather, even out of success. Out of poverty. Remember, abject poverty is a cardinal sin, you know. Because when you're poor, and I want people to think about this. This is bigger than just democratic socialism now. That's why we must hail the man even after death. We must hail the man. Deep divers, you think it take boy to think of the future of his country? You think it take boy deep divers to think that, boy, you know, say, there might be an issue. Thank you so much. Herbert, give me a minute. Let me soon call you back. Herbert. Give me a minute. Let me call you back. Let me make this point, Herbert, and call you back here. Let me make this point and call you back. Why the phone them just a ring, so. All right, I'm gonna answer. Would that make a point in about? All right, make an answer. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Sir Smith.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah, man. That make a point in about continue.
Yeah, me know, but it's something I want to mention. I want to ask them how much people contributing to housing trust today.
Oh God, man.
Get a housing trust house through housing trust and not have to go through a bank. On the Michael Manley days, you apply to housing trust. Doesn't matter if it's a cane.
I know about that personally, you know, because of my. Yeah, man. Big up. And that is a very, 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 very valid example. Democratic socialism and the tenet of democratic socialism birthed us the National Housing Trust. And how them craft the legislation, deep divers, was genius. Why do I say that? I say that because if you throw NHT, at one time alone, you can buy a house from them. You can buy 2, 3, 4, 5 houses from them. Why is that important? It means that you have other people that come up where they want house too. I know you want living at the country. And if it is deep divers, I don't want you to look at this. If it is that you have other people in the country that are going to house too, how genius was it to say for first-time owners? It means if me a true NHT for 1 year, I am eligible to be qualified for a house. All me have to do is pay the mortgage through there. Me qualified, you know. Me qualified. It means that me don't have to go to a bank. Me do not have to go to a bank to pay that huge interest rate. Go have this big what you call it sitting there now. Jesus, help me out with it, lad. Deposit. Me not gonna have, because house expensive now, you know. Me not gonna have this big deposit. For pay. When me do have come here youth, I mean not have it cause get on me born and grow. So me hear people that talk about democratic socialism. The institutions are real. That came from that ideology. This is the difference between the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party. I want any Labour right to call me now and tell me what institution you would have made that, all right, heart. Edward Seaga made heart. Edward Seaga made heart. And we applaud heart. Because heart was a very good thing. Heart. Tell me something else. Tell me something else. You must understand how important these things really are. Because think about it, deep divers. If it is that you own land in this life, you know, it means that you can leave something for your pitney them even when you're dead. That it means, you know, deep divers. It means, Bins, big up yourself, Bins. It means that you can leave something for your pitney them. Why you feel like so much land war are going now? Because one of the most important assets is land. Why you feel like the white boy them and the big neck white people them and the big neck man them and the rich people them? I try some 5 people out of them land. That is because land is so important. Deep divers, these things are these things I want you to understand. Free education. Huge. Forgive me. Huge. Deep divers, I want you to understand. You know what school People's National Party bill? Sure, man. You know which school them bill? These are the tenets of democratic socialism. How dare you say something like that democratic socialism and socialism doesn't work? It means that in your core as a human being, you are selfish. What about the others coming up? And I find the deep divers, and I'm going to say it, I find that many Jamaicans these days are selfish at their core. How dare you see somebody suffering and take up your phone first before you go help? And I'm going to say too, that is why we have so much people. That is why this government can continue to stay in power. Because at the core of most of these people, they are selfish. When you go to a man and you go say, yo, I want this, and them go say, you have to give me your money first. You can't blame a man. You can't blame any of the MPs who buy your vote then. Because if you are willing to sell your vote, how selfish are you? How selfish are you? The average age of a human being on this earth is 70 years old. 70. It means that there is another. You are not the only person that will go that will live and die on this earth. You are a pilgrim, a pass through. Some of us will live past the age, the average age of our lifespan. Some of us die before it. God rest both souls. But how inhumane and selfish can you be if you take money from a man? You can't wrong none of the politician them. We buy people vote because they want to win. They want to win. So when the time come and them win because them buy your vote, deep divers, what are you going to say to them? They would have paid for a service. I pay them, pay you if you go do something for them. And if they paid you, deep divers, you know not talk. So I cannot understand, deep divers, why when people don't participate, why when people not try to understand what policies. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say it over here already. The vision of a man is his ability to plant a tree, deep divers, knowing fully well that he will not live to feel its shades. You can imagine, deep divers, you have a house and you plant one big mango tree and one big apple tree. And one ackee tree around at the side around there, so. Deep divers, that means your pitney them can have ackee, mango in a season. And if them smart out a season, them can put up some. Them can make mango juice. Them can make mango chicken. Them can make ackee and saltfish, ackee rice. That is what you call vision. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, good night. How are you? Thank you for calling.
Oh, yes. I want to add my 2 cents.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Conversation.
Yes, go ahead.
There's no tearing here. Yes. My father bought 10 acres of land to Michael Manley in the 70s to £1 per acre. In the 70s. In the 70s, when Michael Manley was in power,
yes,
Michael Manley have 21 planes flying high in the sky. It was a talking.
Mm-hmm.
And when Michael Manley leaves power, and Mr. Siaga take over, he sell them back to England. He sell back the 21 planes to England.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay. When PJ Patterson go in power, PJ Patterson buy back the 21 planes. And it was flying high until Mr. Golden sell them back to Trinidad. And all we have on those planes now is just the bird.
Thank you. Thank you. I see a lot of people telling me that I'm wrong about. Oh no. Oh no. Call back. Jesus and peace. Call back. The number 466. May I answer? But because the lady that hang up your call by accident. Oh no. Sorry about that. Sorry about that caller. It wasn't intentional. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Yes, Ishmael. Okay, a few things. I'm going to be brief.
Yes.
Edward Seaga did not create heart. What he
yes,
did was
thank you. Thank you.
He destroyed the National Youth Service that Michael Manley created.
Yes.
And renamed it Heart. So he really didn't do that. And right, he did
But the labor right them would have cost me, because I them talking points. Manley Seaga make art, So I'm just trying to be fair.
No.
Yeah.
No. But you see, but guess what? The information is there in black and white.
Okay. Yes.
And the thing is, this is a golden opportunity for persons like you who are young members of the People's National Party who go out and meet your comrades. Not necessarily comrades from the PNP, but your colleagues.
Brothers,
and
friends.
Have that conversation, your brothers and sisters and friends and relatives, and have that conversation about what the PNP Democratic Socialist policies were.
Yes.
Because guess what? Andrew Holness is still living off the Democratic Socialist Party.
He benefited from it.
He is living off it. He has not created one institution, one agency. Every agency, every institution, NEPA, TDB, PPD, NHT, any program you can think of came from Norman Manley, Michael Manley, PJ Patterson, or Portia Simpson below. Any institution worth their salt that people can go to and get benefits from came as a result of the democratic socialist principles of the People's National Party policies. But it is more, what people need to understand, and look, if you look in the United States right now, the amount of candidates that are democratic socialists and people are gravitating towards them and moving away from the moderate and the establishment politicians who are using capitalism to take from the poor and give to the wealthy. Because when you look at tax breaks, who does tax breaks benefit? The wealthy.
The rich.
It's never the poor. And then they put all these tax burdens on the bottom 90%, because 1% of the people in the world control the wealth of the bottom 90%, and Jamaica is no different. Because when you look at the Jamaicans, look in the Jamaican space, and the handful of people, let's say it's 21 families control Jamaica, and look at the majority of the Jamaicans who are not benefiting from anything to benefit them, the government put on austerity measures on them. And another thing that Michael Manley did that people don't understand, Black Jamaicans, you see, Michael Manley altered the balance, for the poor and Black people in Jamaica, because there was a time when Black people couldn't work in a shoe store downtown Kingston. You had to have high color, light, bright, and damn near
just
white.
Like a bank. Just like a bank. Yes. Just like in a bank. Yes.
You're going to a bank. The thing is, and this is a great time for the PNP now to have that conversation. Have you ever heard Andrew Holness talk about the 1980s and Edward Seago?
No, not really.
Now is the time for the PNP to start talking about the JLP. Colonel Charles was there, Babs the Grange was there, because Michael did lock up them Ross, and he should have them.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
So the problem is, you think this is the thing. Those of us who lived it, I used to get free uniform at lunch at school, not bulla, hot lunch. And the farmers provided the food for school, yes. And we had a robust craft arts and craft program. We weren't idle. My mother used to teach Jamal. The illiteracy rate in the 1970s was the highest in Jamaica. What is it right now under Andrew Holness? Let's have a conversation. If Abka want to talk, we can talk about that.
Yes,
what is the graduation rate for CXC right now? What was it for GCE and A levels in the 1970s? We can have that conversation. We can have the conversation about free education, free health care. Children never have walk around with rotten teeth because the mobile dental truck was outside the school. The health nurse came to school and vaccinated all of us. Say mother never really, we were vaccinated in school. Mothers never have to journey to the clinic or to the hospitals. Edward Seaga turned the hospitals into clinics. Edward Seaga came and he went on a firing spree, and he fired the technocrats, and he fired the public servant workers. So if we want to have that conversation, we tell them to bring it, because we're ready for it. Bring it.
Thank you, Daisy Magazine. Thank you. A perfect example of what Daisy Magazine was saying was when Nigel Clark, I don't know if a lot of people remember, but because it was recent, Nigel Clark stood up in Parliament, one budget debate, and introduced a tax break for horse breeders. I don't know if people remember that. People were bringing horses, were run, a Cayman a Spark, got a tax break if they are carrying a horse. I remember with the horse name, when they carry them in, them get a tax break. No, I said to myself when me hear that, me no know none of my friend them will own horse. Me never ride horse. Me no ride ass. Me no gamble. But poor people gamble, which means that the rich man can buy 2, 3, 4 ass. Pan a tax break, so let's say it's $1 million ass. $1 million for your ass. What is the name of the horse? Come me feel like me no one but I want to say it no more, because people are laugh. What is the name of the horse? Nigel gave tax break on the people them we own jockeys. No, jockey are the man we ride the horse. Where the horse name? Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds is the name of the horse. Me no want to say ask no more, because people are laugh. When the thoroughbreds were, he gave a tax break to owners of thoroughbreds so them can carry in the thoroughbreds. You think a joke thing that? That's rich. That was rich, and that was awful policy. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to you from the start, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm listening to you from the start.
Yeah, man, thank you so much.
And I'm saying that, where am I getting that? And I'm saying that, just remind them people, see, when Siaga win, I don't remember which year, no, that's not important. The important thing is tell them, say, and Siaga lock down all training school. Me stand up and witness in a sentence. The truck then just back up and take up all the anything where they have in their use.
Mm-hmm.
We teach trade because you have people leaving from certain schools. When them leave, they could have go to mechanic, dressmaking, hairdressing, and all those things. And as him win, I don't think it costs 1 week, includes on all training school, take out all the equipment them. Yes, I'm telling you. I hope somebody call and back me up. Yeah. Close down the training center and take out all of those things. Training centers were attached to schools with children, you know, and everybody have the academic part. They could go over there and learn a trade.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some person who left there and they didn't have to go anywhere else because everything was there. Dressmaker, hairdressing, and all those things you could learn.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
At a technical school, yes.
Thank
I
you so
remember
much.
Marcus Garvey Technical School. I stood up there and watched when the truck back up across from the school and took out all those things and took them away.
All right, big up, big up. Big up,
They have never experienced the bad side of Jamaica. Jamaica Labour Party have backward thing. I was just listening to Daisy. And what Daisy was saying is true. All of that was true. The man, the wickedest set of people, them. They don't love people.
Thank you so much. May I get the next call? Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Yes, Elder. Big up yourself. Talk to me.
Yeah, my soldier. Listen up. I sit down here saying in New York, you know.
Yeah.
And I listen to you, you know.
Yeah.
And I listen where I go on. Let me tell you. Me not have much to say, but let me tell you something. You know, I come from Jamaica. I come from a place out of 3 miles named Majestic Garden.
Yeah, man. 1 back 2.
Yeah.
1 back 2, man. They don't know say my place that too, you know.
Yeah, hold on, man. That's from a barn and grow, man. I hear me say. Me ain't not nice. Me just listen me.
Yeah.
You see, back in the days, when you're sick, you never have to go. You never have to go to hospital. Anything happen to you, you never have to go to hospital, soldier. Listen good. Anybody will listen to me can tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
You never have to go to hospital. You got one place named clinic.
Yes.
Clinic. The clinic them was like hospital. You hear me? I tell you that. The clinic them was like hospital, and even you know, so the hospital them never pack up with people. Everything there at the clinic. Dentist. If you get a cut, you can't go. They go get stitch, dressing. Brother, everything, doctor, everything, all sick beer, everything there at the clinic.
Yeah.
The clinic, them, if you eat and your food drop on the floor, you can take up your food and eat it back, brother, in the clinic, them. Clinic was the thing, you know, have to go to hospital like You go hospital, no, go pull up hospital. Listen to me, no, brother. I tell you that, anybody can call and tell us you're true matter. You see the road, you see the street them never have no rubbish on the street, them, brother. No patrol never in the street, brother. You never think named Public Works Department, PWD. PWD and them have some yellow front truck. You hear me? I tell you, and the man, them have them crew. Every day, the man, them on the road. I search a pothole to patch pothole. And fix the road. You hear me? I tell you, the road clean, brother. Clean. You hear me? I tell you that. This is school. You get free, you get all material for build your pants. And then things, all the people have to buy the shirt. The girl, them I get them uniform material. You see our school, brother. The bank, most of the youth, most of we are going to school. We account from we are going to school.
I remember that.
Used to come to school from open account. May I tell you, people can call you and tell you, brother.
Yes.
Them time that was the best time in Jamaica.
Yes.
You have a place named AMC on Spanish Town Road, right beside we. Truck road, I think the government send truck go buy the farmer them thing, and then carry it at AMC on Spanish Town Road, side and back to there. And them have cold room where them store the things them in, like up here to America, store them. Brother, you're not hungry, brother. Me have to, and this, and that me have to say to you, brother, are the best days in Jamaica under Michael Manley. You hear me tell you that?
Yeah.
And one thing me have to say, you see, right? Ask them this. Anytime you chat to them and them roll up them mouth, ask them how much people in Jamaica name Bustamante. Ask them if them can find another Bustamante in Jamaica. And just
that's very interesting. Me never hear nobody ask a question there yet for true, you know.
Ask them.
Much people in Jamaica name Bustamante.
Me no want a cuss, you know. Me no want a cuss for your program, you know. But ask them this. If you can ever find a next person in Jamaica named Bustamante. If a dog, even a dog, a puss or a rat in a Jamaica named Bustamante.
Me meet a dog named Darren Vaz today still.
Yeah. Nobody, no cure you are nowhere in a Jamaica. You cannot find nobody in a Jamaica named Bustamante.
Big up.
Either dead or alive right now.
Yes,
May I tell you that? That you have to ask them. Because an info start, you know what? Him at the head man feet.
You know what? What is you know what? I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I talk about. I have to spell it out. Because him go name Clark. And come
all right, love it. Love it, this so. Left it this so. Left that alone.
He was 20 yard when him go.
All right, left that alone.
Ask them that I know in
History class up on Wednesday. Left that alone.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself, my boss. Left that alone. We know. Yo, hey, you know, easy, you know. The man said me for ask which other man they are Jamaica who I heard the name Bustamante. We left that alone, deep divers. Left that alone. We nah. That's not what the show is about. I'm begging you. But yes, deep divers. So they talk about democratic socialism when we have proof that it works. We have proof that democratic socialism works. And if that is the case, deep divers, me not see I'll know what institution or what policy that they would have made. That were no lie me I tell. The implementation of the rural bus program is a good one. It is. Yes, a all bus. Yes, but the implementation of the school bus program, I think is a good one. Thank you for calling. Good night. Talk to me.
Good night, Ishmael.
Yeah, man. Good night. How are you?
I'm good. And how are you?
I'm well, you know. Thank you.
You know that man talking the truth because I remember Cuba used to support a lot of school in Jamaica.
Yeah. Wow.
At one point, Tiaga carry one flower St. Thomas called Lionhead flower kill off almost all of St. Thomas people them.
Really?
So no wickedness have gone a long time. Everything when you hear the people them are calling a top boy, school uniform, lunch, clinic. I have my children in my home. Only one child I don't have at home. You have nurse and provide nursing in the community to when you take care and then deliver you.
Oh, wow. What they used to call them nurse there?
I forgot the name. What they
Home care nurse?
Home care nurse, but they register nurse them, you know, but they I forgot what they call him. I know they call the people
midwife, them say it name, midwife. Them say it name midwife, yeah.
And they call the one that deliver you without the nurse, they call them Grandy.
Okay.
They call them Grandy. So everything, first time you have a whole lot of stuff going on. You used to have inspector going around us like if people have a shop.
Yes.
And they overcharge you. You have a price inspector come around and they charge you for overprice.
Oh, interesting.
If the place not clean, dump your stuff, dump them.
Interesting. Thank you for
that.
So
a lot of things is going on first standard very, very to the community. So they need to bring back all these nurse wife, the community, clinic, medication. You go to the clinic, you know, if you go to the hospital for medication, it's right there in the clinic.
Yeah, man.
So I know a lot. See, I got do a lot. See, I got away free education. Manly bringing Manly. Mr. Manti is the Manly was the best prime minister in the world.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for that,
welcome.
Mama. All right.
Yeah.
So you see, deep divers, the tenets of democratic socialism do work because it involves everybody. I remember there was a time when I was growing up, being a policeman and a soldier, a nurse, a teacher was a respected profession. It was a respect. When you're a teacher, you know, people respect you, you know. You were respected. Not to mention when doctor come to school, we get up. Good morning, doctor, whatever. You were respected when you were a professional. You were well respected. That doesn't happen anymore. And that was birthed through the systems that was set out from democratic socialism, i.e., the people that went to Cuba to study to become doctors, the Spanish teachers, the nurses. And they were so caring because they meant well for you. What has happened to our country? Big up, Twitch, big up. What has really happened to our country? Thank you, Michael Manley. Yes, Andrew Mack. Big up yourself for said this, Andrew Mack. Thank you, Michael Manley. For real, man. Thank you. There is a saying by Maya Angelou, you know. You may forget somebody's face. You may forget their name. You may even forget what they said. But you will never forget how they made you feel. And I'm telling you, many of you that called tonight, thank you. Because you lived through how Michael Manley made you feel like you were somebody through his institutions, through the institutions rather that he made. And also, you will never forget how Edward Seaga made you feel because of the travesties that he would have done. And I can tell you, deep divers, I and you will never forget how Andrew Michael Holness is currently making us feel by the atrocities that we're currently living through. Deep divers, this here so, this yasso, where am I do now? Thank you so much for joining. You will never forget how people made you feel, i.e., we will never forget how people treat us. We will never forget how you treated us. Never. So continue. Continue, man. And think that you will have your day in glory land. Continue. Thank you for joining, Deep Divers. Thank you so much for joining. Take care of yourself, you know. And big up all I want. I want big up every single one I want. Remember, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Big up all of the bloggers. Big up Dre Bryan. Big up Perry. Big up PDTV. Big up Mystic Sensation. Big up Colin Bell. Watch them too. They're doing good work. Big up. Dre Bryan starts in the morning. Big up on yourself, Deep Divers. Remember to take care. The mission is still Operation Rescue Jamaica. Take care, and always take care.
Welcome to Deeper Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface, where the facts matter, where the people have a voice. Let's dive deeper. Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface.
You don't ever do that, member.
Where the
Marshall, please. Angela Brownberg,